How's it going, guys? Genesis Crypto here, and today we're going to be talking about, is Bitcoin recovering? Are we going to be getting at 20,000 with Bitcoin at very soon in a period of 1 week to less than a month? We're going to be checking that out, guys. But if you guys like this video, leave a like and make sure you guys subscribe. I have my website here, genixtocrypto.com. You could join our Discord right over here. You just click this and bam, you'll be taken to join the Discord. It's literally that simple. I have my social medias right here, and I have Bitcoin mining and altcoin resources for you guys handy for whenever you guys need them. If you need a mining calculator, it shows you all these mining calculators right over here, and so on and so forth. So let's get right into the video, guys. Now, Bitcoin recently has been going higher up, actually as high as 9,000. So Bitcoin, for a while now, it's been around 8,000 or so, even around 7,500, anything like that. And we're going to be looking at it in the chart right over here. So if we go to our hourly times, that means each candle is 1 hour long. We could see what Bitcoin has been doing for the entire 2018. So let's look at the whole 2018 with each candle at 1 hour distance. As a matter of fact, we're going to put them at 1 day distance so that the chart doesn't look so scattered out. Now, we're going to go all the way to January the 1st, right here. And January the 1st, Bitcoin's price was at 13,000. Okay, it went up. It went as high as 17,000 in 2018. And then it's just been decreasing and decreasing and decreasing almost every single day, all the way down to the lowest right over here, which is 5,912. Now that's crazy. Now, since February the 6th all the way till now, Bitcoin has been steady from around right over here around 7,000 or so, all the way to as high as 11,000. But it hasn't been that's not an average. The average for Bitcoin for the past, month or so, or a month and a half, has been around 8,000 to 9,000, something around there, as you guys could clearly see. Now, if we look at Bitcoin in a 1 hour time, we can see this very big exponential growth that's been happening right over here, as you guys can see, starting from March 18th, which is literally 19, 20, 21, 3 days ago. We have been seeing Bitcoin more than usual going up. I mean, really up. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has been going pretty down for the entire, March, almost the entire March. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has only been going down and down and down. And we've been seeing now it going up. But here's the thing, guys. Is this just Bitcoin going up, or is this Bitcoin going a bull run? Is Bitcoin finally going back up to what we all want? Well, we're going to talk about a couple things, a couple bull newses that is making the market go up, and we're going to see if it could actually go up all the way to 20,000 in literally a week or a month. Now, right over here, if you guys can see right here, Lightning Network has been activated. There's 1,003 nodes and 2,000 channels. So it's growing right now, the Lightning Network. All it has to do is pretty much the test of time. The test of time will grow the Lightning Network. And we're going to be talking about the Lightning Network more in this channel later on. So make sure you guys subscribe for future videos on the Lightning Network. But this is pretty much a representation of the Lightning Network right over here. So obviously, guys, with the Lightning Network activated, that means Bitcoin transactions are going to be quicker, and the fees are going to be way smaller. And we're already seeing the fees being smaller. If you guys go to Coinbase, last cents of Bitcoin that I did was 6 cents of fees. It hasn't been 6 cents of fees for Bitcoin in the longest time. All right, guys, so that is great news. Now, there's also the summit that was happening, which is pretty much a financial summit, and they pretty much said, well, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is not something we should continue regulating at this moment. It's not really something in our heads right now, because it is less than 1% of the world's financial money and reserves or anything like that. So that's actually good news. That means there's not going to be more regulation happening in the Bitcoin sphere and area, right? Now, as you guys can see, Bitcoin has been having some exponential growth. And as you guys can see, the EMA of the 13 close right here, this pink line, it went up if you're looking at it in an hour basis, which is a good time to be selling Bitcoin. According to this chart right over here, when it passes the blue line, that means it's a good time to sell Bitcoin. Now, by the way, this line, this big line right over here, this line is actually representing the line for Bitcoin hitting 1 million in 2025. Actually, we're a little higher than what it's supposed to be right now. It's supposed to be the price of 8,600 or so, and we are actually at 9,000. So that's pretty good right there. That's good news. And then right here is a kind of representation of the lows that Bitcoin can be in the past couple weeks or so, right? So we're hitting lows from the past, we're hitting lows from the present, and we're kind of making a triangular form right here. And then anything in this area right here is potential Bitcoin low as far as an exponential growth, right? So right over here, we're looking at the small areas right here in the beginning of April, right there. The lowest it could be is 7,700. Okay, now is Bitcoin actually really going up all the way to 20,000? Well, it's hard to tell, to be honest, because as you guys can see right over here, yes, there's been a lot of sells, as you guys can see, all of this sells right here, and we are starting to get more buys, but it's happened before, and actually very recently on February, it did the same thing. As you guys can see right over here, it did a lot of sells. We could even look at it as small as right here at 11,000. A lot of sells in Bitcoin going down all the way to 6,000 or so. Then a lot of buys. You could even consider this a bull run. It went all the way up to 11,000. But guess what? It went down and went up, and then it went all the way back down to around 7,000. So I think we're gonna go higher. I do think we're gonna go a little higher than 9,000 or so, just a little bit, and then we're gonna go back down a little more, probably around maybe even 7,900, 8,000, 8,100, around there. We're gonna go lower, and then once we reach that point, we're gonna go even higher, because Bitcoin is definitely gonna be going up in a very, very soon period. Okay, guys, the reason why we could see Bitcoin going up in a soon period is because look at the RSI, guys. This is a 1 hour RSI, and we're going to be having a market change. As you guys can see, we touch 1, 2, 3 times. We're going to touch a 4th time of an overbuy, which is a good indication of a oversell happening. So we're going to have an oversell, and then when we have an oversell, as you guys can see, when oversells happen, the market changes to overbuys. You guys can clearly see right over here. So once we get that oversell again, that could be our support area, and then it'll go back up, and we're gonna have an overbuy. And hopefully, with all this bullish news and all these YouTubers making this great positive news and all that stuff, and even the news is making good news, well, guess what? Hopefully that overbuy could go really high up, like these times right over here, or maybe even like these times over here. It could go really high up, and then we could see 15,000 to 20,000. If we see those prices in April to May, then guess what, guys? That is a great indication that we are in a bull market. And honestly, I would recommend selling at that point, because that is pretty dang high, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do daily cryptocurrency videos, guys, so make sure you guys subscribe. I have passive income ways that I use myself in the description below, so make sure you guys check that out, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Take care.